Hello and welcome everyone, News 47 reporting in. Today I'll be showing you the Hammer Station Flashpoint from the Bounty Hunter Mercenary, the Bodyguard Mercenary.
This is Viking Space Dog, receiving on secure channel.
Good. You are few, but you must suffice. Hammer Station was an armored fortress built by the Republic during the war. Its primary weapon was a gravity cannon designed to propel asteroids into planets. The Republic Senate decommissioned it before it saw battle, fearing it would cause indiscriminate damage. But now the battle station has reappeared.
Isn't that just fantastic?
The Adversar hegemony is a minor galactic power based on xenophobic expansionism. The Adversec themselves never troubled us before now. But somehow, they've acquired Hammer Station and begun conquering unaligned systems near our border.
They're challenging the Empire.
The Adversar hegemony
that guy wants to
believes
talk
that
a lot.
because we are at peace with the Republic, we will ignore the aggression of other nations. Their conquests are rightfully ours. You will show them their error by boarding and destroying Hammer Station.
I don't work without a contract. Not even for a Darth.
I have dealt with bounty hunters before. You will be satisfied. While you're aboard, there is one other matter. I would know how Hammer Station was acquired, and whether the Republic was involved. But do not allow yourself to be distracted. The station has a crew complement of 10,000 Adversec, and they shall stand against you.
Alright, so now that that's over, we can head on over to the Flashpoint, which will be this purple area right here. Is my team coming? Looks like it, because we're doing a few buffs. Alright, the main things to note as the Mercenary Healer is you're mostly revolving around trying to keep your charges up, try to get your supercharges up so you can focus around your ability called Supercharge Gas. And what that does is it reduces your immediate heat by 16, and it will reduce the cost of your power shot and your unload by quite a little bit. And it also makes it so your heal that's on a cooldown go off of that cooldown, so you can keep spamming that. So it's kind of like an oh shit moment where you try to help heal everyone up really quickly. And then the final effect is that it also makes it so your Coltal Missile have a 15% or 10% damage reduction shield for the next 15 seconds. Now, Coltal Missile I don't have yet because you get that level 20 in the talents, as you can see right here. And I'm really close. I'm really close to getting to 20, so that'll be nice. I'll probably get it sometime within this Flashpoint to show you guys. The way to generate the charges is by having your combat support cylinder active, and you can either shoot people with your main ability, which has the main effect of the combat support cylinder, or you can get it by using your big heal, Rapid Scan, which will generate 6, and the regular rapid shot will generate 3. The only way in order to get your big heal to gain charges by having 2 points in empowered scans, which will put 6 charges, make it so they gain 6 charges of combat support cylinder. One thing you will notice though is, even though I'm a healer, I will DPS often and still be able to keep up my group. I'm not sure if the other healers are able to do this as well as a bounty hunter, but that's one thing I've noticed that bounty hunter can do quite well, is DPS and heal at the same time. I'm generally never just standing around waiting for people to take damage. I'll always be doing something. Alright, and right here we have a Sith Warrior tank, or Sith Juggernaut tank, sorry. The one thing I should know is that healing scan, this is a small heal, but it also costs low heat, but the only downside is on a cooldown, which is unfortunate. Looks like nothing too challenging yet. But from above, knocks down these weaklings. One thing you'll notice though, as we fight, you'll see our targets. They'll either have nothing here, which means they're weak, so that means they're susceptible to all your abilities. There's a lot of abilities that have additional effects in PvE, depending on if they're weak, strong, or elite. If they're weak, most of them, your abilities will like stun them, shock them, make them be afraid, all that jazz. However, if they're strong or elite, they are unaffected by that. Looks like it's in trouble because I doubt they're gonna succeed. Somebody got the memo. I accidentally just broke it. Oh, it's not too difficult. Although I'm getting hit, so I'll pop prepared to gas and heal myself up quickly. Roll by him. Get myself a big heal real quick since I'm low on heat. Let's get line of sight so they aren't near me for a second. My favorite ability is the channel DPS move, quite a bit of damage. Power shot, standard big hit. Unreal. And one thing you'll notice though is I'll try to keep my heat bar down, and each of your moves will generate heat. Your big heal generates 25 heat, which is quite a bit, because you have a maximum of 100 heat. Your heat will always be going down, or be cooling off every second. And depending on how high, which percentage of your heat is used, that will determine how fast your heat is. So see right here, I have 4 little, I don't know what you want to call those, 4 little heat marks. They will cool down the fastest. So watch as I go up here, they'll reduce. Right there. So now instead of 5 feet per second, it's 3 heat. If you keep going, it'll get less and less. So right here, 2, 3. And 2. And this is pretty much where you'll just be like crying for the most part. Like, I can't do anything. But that's another benefit of the supercharged gas. When you get to this point, you just want to keep spamming your rapid shots so that way you can get up to 30 as soon as you can, so you can pop supercharged gas, which will help you get down, cool down faster. So generally, if you guys learn anything from this video, just remember, bodyguard healer equals supercharged gas. And this also goes with the Commando Trooper healer as well. I'm not sure what it's called. I think it's like combat medic or something, field medic. By the way, they have the same exact ability, but it's just a different name. It's like supercharged cells, I think. Much better sounding than supercharged gas. And what I'm using now is recharge and reload, which is basically just an out of combat heal and cooldown. So it's nice if you just have a really big fight and you want to get all your resources back and whatnot. All right. Anybody saying anything? Nope. Okay. Looks like he wants to skip everything. Or skip that fight. Alright, death from above. Probably, I'm so far at this level, it's the most powerful attack we have. It does a lot of damage in this channel, and it will knock back your weak opponents. As you can see here, it does 9,000 to 100 kinetic damage over that time. And that is based on... No, sorry, that's for level 19. I would say that guy has his unload, but that happens a lot. I'm gonna just scavenge this real quick. Now this is a real world application of your professions. As you can see here, my scavenging is really high, 148. This only required 45, and what this did is allowed us to take a shortcut straight to a boss. Well, not so much straight to a boss, but it made it so we can skip a lot of trash pulls and whatnot. Alright, looks like we're coming up. Oh, here we go.
Our jealous rivals would destroy our great weapon. But today, the Admiral's hegemony earns its place in the galaxy.
We are going to fight this big boss right here. I'm not sure if anybody else has done this fight, but last time I remembered, you have to keep moving and get out of that laser. And basically, whoever's getting hit by it, they have to get away from her so they don't get hit by the laser as well. Let's fill everyone up. Okay. I'm going to use my fusion. I like to use my fusion missile on higher targets because it's decent damage and it puts a dot on them too. Get rid of these droids. Doesn't look like anybody else is paying attention to them.
systems locked.
Basically, you want to get rid of these droids so they don't come up to you and blow their faces out right on you. Oh, sorry, you should have been paying attention. Let's keep this guy up real quick. My supercharge plus healing scan combo.
Targeting systems locked.
Yes, I'm a big hit, but hey, whatever. I'll pop my energy shield, which does 25% reduction reduced damage. Ooh, now there's a lot of guys coming. This doesn't look like anybody's trying to do anything about it.
Targeting systems locked.
Oh, he's almost dead anyways. Give him the rock. Splat. There we go. Alright, that was the first boss of Hammer Station. Oh, nothing good. Just a sorcerer glove drop. I don't want that, so I'm going to greed. So, pretty simple fight. Whoever gets hit by that big laser needs the most heals. Or will need heals unless they reduce their damage. Like I did mine, so you didn't really see me take too much damage. Probably could have, you know, healed people better, but it seems like I was the one taking care of the droids, so I did that. You want to take care of the droids before they overwhelm you, because then they'll start exploding all over the place and do massive damage. Alright, looks like we're continuing. This blue shield you have on me active right now, you probably notice I have it quite often. It's a guard right here. Reduces damage by 50% and reduces threat generated. That's any of the actual tank classes, so like Juggernaut, or the Sith Warrior Juggernaut, the Bounty Hunter Power Tech, and the Inquisitor Assassin will all have this. Now, keep in mind that classes are mirrored, so the respective mirrored classes on the Republic side will also have those as well. So I'm taking the most threat. Oh, that's quickly quick. Another thing, oh, never mind, somebody else got it. You saw that little red box right here? That there's a lot of traps in the world that you can actually click on and they'll explode and they'll generally harm your enemies. It's pretty funny. Like sometimes you'll get carbonite, which will freeze them. Other times it's just a big explosive. In that case, that was just a giant flamethrower. Helps, you know, just adds a little flavor to the fights and stuff, so it's not all tedious. Like, oh god, we gotta kill these mobs before we can get to the boss and get the fat loots. Anyways, I'm just gonna reverse engineering real quick. I'll be going into this in a deeper level when I do my other videos. Basically, reverse engineering means you can like take a part of the things you make and hope you get a better schematic and get some of your parts back as well. I don't think I got it. Nope, I didn't get any new recipes. Generally, if you see an item you like, you'd like say you start off with green items that you can craft. So, where is it? So let's see, reflex. So you start off with making these green things right here. Once you have once you make them, you can start reverse engineering. Eventually, you'll get a recipe to make this one. And then do the same thing. You have to find all the materials, which can be tedious. You have to use a lot of underworld trading. These aren't too hard to find. The melanine, and then make those, and then keep reverse engineering. Eventually, you'll be able to get this schematic, and I have yet to find an alloy steel. They're quite rare. But anyways, back to the conversation. I'm gonna top this guy off with my rapid shots. Also, generate charges. It's also a good idea just to shoot it anyway, just so you have charges at the beginning of the fight, because you never know what'll happen. Looks like it's a big guy. Okay. Oh, look at that. See? Carbonite there. See more frozen. Makes this fight a little easier. I'm gonna use a fusion missile to put a dot on everybody. And then also makes like using a rail shot, which is a pretty powerful attack. I didn't see him just now, but I'll just say it did quite a bit. For an instant attack, it's probably my strongest ability. Without a rail shot, that is. So yeah, compared to Missile Blast, which is, about 260, rail shot generally hits for 400 or so. Now I could be scavenging all these droids afterwards, but my scavenging is really high, and I figured, hey, why not let the other guy get it? I don't need them all. Which reminds me, I just gotta. I forgot I was supposed to make something for that guy. Oh, I don't have enough.
handle that.
Unfortunately, I can quite see I'm quite poor, only 51 credits in my name, which is extremely dirt poor. That's because I've been focusing all my money on crafting, because in order to do the mission skills like scavenging or underworld trading, it costs money, as you can see here. I can't afford anything now, because that's all I do. Which is quite unfortunate, because at level 25, you can purchase your first mount, or your first speeder droid thing, or not your speeder, sorry, which is a faster vehicle, faster movement speed. Right now I'm moving decent fast because I have sprint, which is 35% out of combat movement speed, which is quite nice for traveling these big ass planets. Fireware has done a really good job making these scenery really detail. While at the same time it can be kind of tedious. Alright, looks like I hit level 20, so let's get our Culto Missile. Right here, Culto Missile heals 3 allies in 8 meters. Up to 3 allies in 8 meters of the target for 182 to 288 damage, so we'll see how this works for us. I didn't know they nurtured the 3 it used to be everybody. See? That's what it looks like. A little gas cloud. Yeah, if anybody's played the other Mexico Republic games, you'll recognize the name Kotal from Cellcast and all that stuff. So it's kind of a nice touch. Bam. Bam. Nice little healing spark cloud, whatever you want to call it. But now, one of my favorite things to do with this is to combine it with the supercharged gas to get the 10% damage shield, as you can see right here on the bottom. And then there's Culto Missile, so it's not that bad. Now, when I get to higher, like 2 more levels, I'll be able to get more points in. I'll be able to put points in here, Culto Residue, which has a chance, 50% and 100% chance to leave Culto Residue on the targets to increase their healing by 5%. So in combination with supercharged gas and this, they'll get 5% more healing and 10% less damage. So that's really nice. And then they both last the same duration for the supercharged with the gas effect and increased healing. All right. Let's hit that trap. Oh, I'm out of range. I'm still out of range. Okay, there we go. That flamethrower. Well, they're all normals anyways, doesn't really matter. We got a boss fight coming up? No, there's a bunch of trash. Oh, then we gotta go to the right, okay. Let's hit this patrol. I shouldn't be pulling, but hey, I don't know. Looks like he's trying. I was gonna try to line a sight pull to get him closer, but whatever. Nice little unload, just does some damage. Like I said, I wasn't gonna scavenge stuff earlier, but hey, whatever. Okay. Hit him with an explosive dart. Which is a nice area of effect damage after it'll detonate after a while. But the main component is that it will basically stun standard and weak targets. Which is kinda nice. Anything over there? Nope. So let's go this way. I believe there's a boss fight? Yeah, there he is. Interesting helmet looking thing.
This is Battlelord Prasan to the intruders.
Kill.
This station is capable of pulverizing continents. Do you
Let's
think
mark
it will
him, why
fall
not?
to a single strike team?
Fire to burn the target down, sniper to kill the other, and then do what it takes. Looks like he definitely run buff. I'll do it too. Sure. The sniper first. Looks like Sawbones is a healer, which that makes sense because that is the name of the healing tree for the smuggler class. Alright, let's throw one up. Gas cloud. Wonder if we can knock him out of here. Nope. There's that little force field. That ability right here is jet boost. Knocks people back. It actually works on a lot of NPCs, surprisingly. Oh, I should pay attention. My bad. But anyways, as I was saying, it works on a lot of NPCs. More often than not, it'll work. And you actually can knock them off of cliffs and something that's quite entertaining to watch. Alright, there we go. Give him a little damage shield. Pretty easy fight to kill the ads. I don't think he really does anything special. That's not my knowledge. Wait. So that moment, see right here I'm being cocky and overheating. But I'm pretty sure we have some back. There we go. Let's see what he has. More sorcerer gear. Now, see orange names right here, that just means that it's customizable. It doesn't mean it's like really powerful. It just means you can customize it. As you can see here, I have a couple customizations, and you can always put more. I don't actually have any in my inventory at the moment, but we'll do this for now. I'll show you guys that later. Looks like we get to make a moral decision. Well, for my character, I'm playing him on the light side. But that doesn't necessarily mean he's good. It just means I don't kill unless I get money. But so it's not gonna really affect my kills. So it's not gonna affect my rewards. So whatever. Looks like they all went dark side. So what can you do? But one thing I really liked about the morality system, for the bounty hunter anyways, it's not necessarily good versus evil, it's just the light side is I don't kill unless I get paid, basically. And the other one is you'll kill anybody just for the fuck of it. So it's like you want to be sadistic and a bloodthirsty character. Dark side bounty hunter is for you. If you want to still be evil but not necessarily goody two shoes, go ahead and play light side. I also like the light side because now I have I can't kill everything. Let's say I have blue and green lasers because of it. Because your morality will affect what color crystal choices you can have. Alright, where are we at? We gotta go down. Nice little map. It'll go away when you run. Okay. I'll generate some charges real quick. One thing I really like about Cultimoso is you can fire it on the move. I don't see anything special about this guy. I'm not gonna let me do it. It's always nice to use when you see him charging up an ability, or if you just want to knock him off a cliff. I don't think I get close enough to that cliff to be able to do it. Well, the cooldown won't be able to get to it anyways. Alright, let's just hit him with the death metal. Now, one thing you should notice or note: if you just only want to heal instead of DPSing and healing, to be able to maintain a good heat level, you want to just do a big heal and then do your rapid shots in between each heal, or maybe 2 shots just to keep your stuff down. Same thing with DPSing. You do a power shot and then rapid shot, or 2 rapid shots just to keep your heat. Rapid shot, power shot, power shot, basically like that. You can always want to throw an unload in whenever you get a chance. And you can always throw it in your explosive dart or fusion missile or missile blast instead of power shots. That way you can always use rail shot with the combination of fusion missile, but you also want to be careful with your heat, because fusion missile does cost 33 heat, and there might be talents to reduce it, but I'm not entirely sure. I know that muzzle fluting reduces power shot and tracer missile, which is right here, but in combination of with muzzle fluting and the supercharged gas, I'm fairly positive that power shot will cost 0 heat, which would be very nice. So if you pop supercharged gas, you'll just be able to DPS for free, essentially. I'll take some
to all personnel. Rally to Section 0. We fight for our homeworld and the Supreme War Master.
That's nice. Fusion missile, power shot. Maybe we'll copy the heat. Let's hit him with the missile. I didn't realize it said only 3, because I remember before it used to be more than that, but what can you do, right? Let's see how far this... Oh, yeah, wait for that. One thing you should notice, some abilities will actually be bigger than the radius. You can see here. Let's see if I can shoot him off the side. Still heal him. Yeah, I'm still healing. So you'll notice that distance. Like this right here, Death from Above has a much larger radius than what you see. So watch, I'll shoot here, and this guy will definitely get here. Or maybe not, because... But anyways. Death from Above generally hits people a lot further away from its target. Alright, see how much further we can get to heal him. Oh, he's moving. I'll wait for him to slow down.
Hounds of the Empire. All that power, yet you still fear us.
No, see, so I can shoot from there and it'll still heal. So I guess they increased the radius on that ability. I think this is the last boss? I'm not really sure. Either way, let's see what he does. Oh, stay out of the AoE effects. Instead, the guy ran inside it. See on that rope. Look at that. Get away from me. I suppose I'll heal myself. Let's get some pulse supercharge. Wasting my supercharged gas right there. I should have been healing with the healing scan. What are you being afraid for? Come on. This fight's getting a little crazier with all the ads spawning. I guess that favorite effect will be ads popping up. Let's see. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's get this little reinforcement beacon. Let's vent heat so I can start spamming heals. That looks like I got our mercenary. It's alright. There we go. Alright, so that was... I think that was the end of Hammer Station. That last fight was pretty gnarly. One thing to note that anybody has the resurrection ability, so that's pretty nice. Alright, so just heal them up, be nice. Kinda was my fault, I had to let them die. I wasn't really watching. Great, looks like nothing for me. It's all lightsaber stuff. Yep. Okay, let's disassemble that. Okay, now where do we go? Oh, right here, to the computer.
Primary weapon inoperable. Recommend immediate evacuation.
Let's get going, guys. Oh. Accommodation. Come on. Okay, so now we have to run out of here. Oh. That wasn't hard at all. Oh, okay, never mind. So yeah, that was the end of Hammer Fleet. I guess I'll show you guys the ending quest. Rather the turn in. Let's just go in before anybody gets here.
Lord Malgus, Hammer Station has been destroyed.
I have seen the reports. You faced formidable opposition. The Supreme Warmaster of the Adversar hegemony has offered his life in reparation for his people's misdeeds. The Adversec will never again pose a threat.
I've had way tougher jobs.
You may also wish to hear that intelligence has decrypted the station's data. We know how the Adversar hegemony obtained a Republic superweapon.
Neste ahoje hatal al ala sonak uraban. Folio semisem ugi nezit ki.
It was Republic incompetence, not malice, that resulted in the Adversec's rise to power. There is a lesson in that.
I don't
didn't
care.
come here for a lesson. Your enemies are dead. Is there anything else?
There is nothing. But you may hear from me again.
Alrighty then. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I will be making a crafting video later of how to get epic schematics and all that and whatnot. Alright, so with that note, I will take my farewell, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you got a little insight on how to heal for PvE. I apologize, that wasn't the best healing run. I did let that guy die, and I wasn't paying attention a couple times. But other than that, you guys kind of get the idea. So I hope you enjoyed it. With that note, news out.